welcome to another episode of Earning the Hate. Hey, Govt people! This cop has finally learned that the Supreme Court ruled cops have no duty to protect. When you call the cops and expect them to protect you, you are a fool, living a fool's life, which will probably be shortened very quickly. So I want you to watch how this cop, remember the cop that stood outside the school while an armed guy went in and was shooting, and the cop was armed and he never went in to help the kids. And the courts ruled that's okay. Government doesn't have a duty to protect. Cops do not have to protect and serve you. They choose to do it when they have numbers and when they can be tyrannical. But when they're by themselves, they do what this guy does. Check this out. I love this.
The Chicago Police Department says this surveillance video has prompted an internal investigation. Following a domestic disturbance, an officer had his weapon drawn. The woman in pink positioned herself behind him.
Hey, my man, do not do that, my man.
Then, a man emerged with a gun, and suddenly the woman was on her own.
Are you freaking kidding me? Look, people, this may not offend some of you, and I don't need the courts to tell me that I have a duty to protect. I'm a sworn public servant, and when I go out there and I put a badge and a gun on, I have taken an oath to defend the Constitution and to help people that need help that can't help themselves. I'm supposed to stop tyranny, I'm supposed to stop evil, and I'm supposed to stop things that people are taking advantage and hurting people in society. That is what the hell is a cop's job to do? Go out there and write freaking tickets and generate money? Is that the new job of a cop? Then they don't need guns to do that. This is freaking outrageous to me. And as a cop of 30 years, this cop gets the Pussy Donut of the Year award, because I cannot believe not only does he get the Pussy Award, he gets the Officer Safety poorest freaking retrograde retreat run like a freaking coward that I've ever seen. He don't even keep his gun on the guy. He turns his back on this dude.
The woman in pink positioned herself behind him.
Hey, my man.
So cop has a gun, has a bulletproof vest. Woman is unarmed, probably because she can't have a gun, because she doesn't have training, or she can't pay the $400 fee issue. She doesn't have to get a license. The government hadn't given her approval. Government's convinced everybody to give up their guns, that only they should have guns because they'll protect you, when in fact they won't protect you. And when you give up your gun, you become a victim. This woman called the cops for help because she had a crazy guy. The crazy guy pulls a gun, and the cop leaves.
My man, do not do that.
The only thing that this scene is missing is this cop don't have a donut, and his head ain't bald. Otherwise, this would be the trifecta of policing in 2021.
Then, a man emerged.
So a guy comes out a door with a gun. A cop turns his back, not only on the guy with the gun, turns his back on the helpless woman that called the police. How do you think this woman feels right now? Where are the women's activists now? You freaking left-wing idiots who are claiming women's rights, women are equal. You're all out there raising all kind of shit about equal rights. How about this woman's right to call the police and expect some freaking help? Out-freaking-rageous. This is going on Earning the Hate, because this is exactly why good citizens have lost respect, do not trust cops, do not think they follow the law, do not think they can depend on them, and thinks cops are only out there writing tickets because it's easy, because they can get money, because they can get overtime and go to court, because they can pick on people who are out there going to work, and they don't have to worry about complaints, and they don't have to worry about getting dirty, and they don't have to worry about doing reports. So they just hide with their head down in shame and hang out at the donut shop. Out freaking rageous.
With a gun, and suddenly
this guy just lets this guy come out with a gun and turns his back. Why ain't this cop hollering I was in fear of my life? Why ain't this cop shooting this guy? Hell, I'm surprised he didn't shoot the woman for calling him. You know what? You called me and got me in this mess. I'll just shoot you. I mean, this is just freaking out. Nobody holds cops accountable. Let's see. They can turn their back and leave, or they can call 15 other officers, come in here and just shoot the shit out of everybody in the whole complex and kill innocent people, and it'll be okay because they're in fear of their life. I mean, there's just no consistency or accountability. It's freaking outrageous.
And suddenly, the woman was on her own.
You gonna want to shoot me? Yeah, I do. Man, I really feel sorry for this. And I usually don't feel sorry for women when they pick guys who are jerks and that beat them, because she's probably known he's crazy and they probably called the cops a couple times. But maybe, just maybe, this is the first time and she didn't know. And she's asking for help to get out. And this is what happens. And then now, you know what the cops will be saying? Well, this is what you get when you defund the police, because we don't have enough police and it's a dangerous job and we're scared and we can't come, and this is what happens when you people don't support us. That's what cops will be putting in a comment. Rick, you're being unfair because cops have a tough job and it's dangerous and we're scared and they don't pay us enough and we don't have enough days off and we don't have enough guns and we can't shoot people easy enough. It's too hard to shoot people. That's what freaking idiot cops will be coming here commenting in the comments. Out freaking outrageous. You got a woman unarmed with a guy with a gun. You're a freaking cop with a gun and a badge and a bulletproof vest and a radio and backup and government authority. And your response is to walk away. And there's idiots out there saying, yeah, we should give up our guns because only government should have guns and they'll protect us. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I do. Thankfully, he did not shoot her. Still, the apparent cowardice of the police officer is stunning.
It's stunning that police officers are scared of their own freaking shadow and they usually shoot everything that freaking moves. They'll shoot a blind three-legged chihuahua because it freaking tripped over the water bowl and they'll say they're in fear of their life. And you're wondering the cowardness of this cop? This cop's probably the bravest guy on the force. I mean, it's just crazy on what we're hiring and passing off as police officers. And any cop worth his salt knows I'm right and would be ashamed. I mean, it's just like any fire department guy, any firefighter, real firefighter that wants to go out there and take risk and fight fires and do good shit. They should be ashamed that they're driving their big red truck to a highway to block freaking traffic for every medical call. Any real fireman is ashamed of that, and any real cop knows that this is a freaking disgrace. So here it is in real time. I want you to watch. Not only does the cop abandon this woman, he doesn't have the decency to put her in front of him and escort her out. He blocks the stairwell with his wide bulletproof, donut-proof vest, and he walks away with his gun and leaves her upstairs with the guy.
Here is the sequence in real time.
She gets behind him. See, yes, she's behind him, people. That's real fear. When you cops are standing out in the middle of the street shooting people claiming I was in fear of my life, that's bullshit. This woman is scared. She has a gun. She gets behind this cop. She's freaking scared.
Stunning. Here is the sequence in real time.
Hey, my man.
Look how scared she is. She's like, do I follow him? What do I do? He comes out with a gun. She's afraid to follow him now. This cop didn't have the decency to put his arm around her and just guide her down the stairs and put her in front. I mean, wow. And I'm telling you, there are going to be people here blaming me. Rick, you're the reason why cops have such a tough job because you're pointing out all this, and this is just an isolated incident, and all the where are all the cops doing all this great shit? I don't see it. I don't see it in my everyday life. I don't see it on videos. I don't see it on the news. I don't see it anywhere. The only thing I see when I drive around is cops out there writing freaking tickets and raising insurance and harassing people on the highway trying to get to work and get a job. In the middle of COVID, when people are trying to make a living, I see cops out there writing tickets because it's easy. That's what I see. And then I watch these videos and I see this. And then I got idiot crybaby cops coming here with freaking sugar icing from their donut on their chin crying. It's a really tough job, Rick, and it's your fault that people hate cops because you're showing how bad we are. Shut up, you freaking crybabies. All right, we'll end that there, I guess.
My man, do not do that, my man.
Out freaking rageous. Rick, you're not being fair. That officer, it's very tough, and if you haven't done it, our job's tough, and we're all heroes, and that cop could have just came from a dead baby call, and you don't realize how hard it is. Shut up, you freaking crap. I'm so tired of hearing cops saying how bad the job is, and yet nobody's quitting being a cop. There's not cops quitting anything. They did some false press release that all the cops quit this one detail. They didn't quit their job. They just quit a detail, which was an extra detail they probably got an extra little $100 a month from. They're still cops. No cops are quitting, people. The job is not as bad as cops want you to think, or they would be quitting. It's a free country. They can go get a job elsewhere. I worked cops 30 years. All cops complain. I complained. There's plenty to complain about. But you know what doesn't happen? Cops don't quit, 'cause it ain't that damn bad. So stop your belly aching and either quit and move on, or freaking stand up and do the right thing and earn your damn pay. Out freaking rageous. We'll end that there, earning the hate.